Zambian Commodities Exchange (ZAMACE) is Zambia's sole regulated commodity exchange, established in 2007 to provide a transparent digital platform for trading agricultural products. It links farmers, buyers and financial institutions through a secure, warehouse-backed trading system. ZAMACE enhances market access, liquidity and credibility for agricultural products like maize and soybeans. ZAMACE's establishment mandate is equal to the response on stakeholder demands.
ZAMACE is a marketplace. We're in the market in terms of organizing a structured marketing system which brings buyers and sellers in a formalized way, where the buying side of the market and the selling side of the market, you're talking of the local market and the international market, they are registered on the platform, supported by rules and regulations. But evidently, we also have a mandate from the government of Zambia through the Ministry of Agriculture under Credits Act number 35, which is currently under review. We have a mandate to implement also the warehouse receipt system. So in summary, we are a marketplace. We're in the market to organize the structures for trading in terms of buying and selling. And in this particular case, we are focusing on starting off with the agricultural markets in Zambia.
ZAMACE provides access for brokers, cooperatives and commercial entities to trade through digital platforms. Based in Lusaka, ZAMACE aims to enhance market liquidity and strengthen the agricultural supply chain.
A registered entity, they're able to participate in both sides of the market, meaning on the buy side and as well as on the sell side. We also registering individuals who have got a TPIN, and we're able to identify them. So we do full KYC to understand the sources of money, but also qualify the product that comes to trade on the platform, on the ZAMACE integrated digital platform, so that we're able to confirm that actually the product is existing via the warehouse receipt system. So it's an inclusive program that we're running. It's a business that we're running. It's an inclusive one where the opportunities are there for participants to register with us.
ZAMACE also collaborates with the Food Reserve Agency (FRA) in order to serve the public and farmers in a more effective manner.
We're working closely with the Food Reserve Agency. This is guided by a deliberate policy from government in terms of getting the Food Reserve Agency to participate in offloading the commodities. We've done previously soybeans. We are currently marketing maize on behalf of Food Reserve Agency. So the end goal is to build these commodities markets, in particular with FRA in trading of their maize. So we've participated not only on the selling side of the market, but also on the buying side. We are involved previously in the 2024-2025 to register farmers that were supplying for these initiatives that are driven by government, the early maize procurements, and even the emergency procurements during the drought. So you will note that our engagement with FRA is not only on the selling side of the commodities, but it's also on the procurement side of the commodities. This program we are running with FRA is to open up the markets, but also make them visible to local, but also international buyers in terms of the commodity that FRA in this case are storing. And this we're talking of maize, which is a major commodity which they are storing. What we're doing is a process where you've got the storer, and this case Food Reserve Agency, who have expertise in storing and ensuring the quality and the quantity of the product is retained. Then us as ZAMACE, in collaboration with Food Reserve Agency, we are involved now on the marketing side. So there's that link that has been born between the two agencies. We are mandated through the Ministry of Agriculture, as I've mentioned. So it's two agencies doing complementary work to address the services to the market.
FRA storage facilities require certification by ZAMACE. Not having certified warehouses attracts implications that may affect the trading system.
Under Section 21 of the Agricultural Credit Act number 35 of 2010, We are mandated under Section 6 as ZAMACE to certify storage facilities, and this could be private sector, even as you have seen in this collaboration, which you would largely call a public-private partnership with FRA. We have certified over 80 storage facilities. There are a lot more facilities. It's an ongoing process. These are across the country. Certification means that we have inspected these facilities and they meet the criteria and the qualification as outlined in the Agricultural Credit Act. The infrastructure, that they can retain the quality and they're able to assure the quantity. And also that the operating procedures, the operating personnel are those that have the basic qualifications, so that as the grain comes in, they're able to validate it through checking the moisture and ensuring that the quality is retained. And FRA has done very well in terms of maintaining the quality of the maize that this country produces. And you see demand come through, especially because it's non-GMO and it's cleaned thoroughly by FRA. So you tend to have market preference from buyers locally and international because of that process that happens.
A mechanism that allows farmers or traders to deposit commodities such as grain in exchange for a document is called a warehouse receipt, providing ownership and quality permits for benefits even for institutions such as the Food Reserve Agency.
The warehouse receipt system basically is a receipt that is issued to confirm that one has deposited a particular grain in a certified storage facility. Certified in this case, yes, FRA, but it's open to anyone else who has got facilities, either they're leased or rented or owned, who certify, they just apply, will be able to certify. The receipt is issued by those authorized sites. We have authorized a Food Reserve Agency, according to our mandate, for them to receive crop and store it, and we're able now to issue it out or sell it out using these digital platforms, but physically also monitored on the ground. So the warehouse receipt system creates a means of issuing a certificate for that underlying asset. Underlying asset, for example, Chongwe, 1,000 metric tons of maize. This is consolidated from cooperatives and farmers. That's where the link now comes in with the small-scale farmers, because now they bring it in there, it's consolidated, we issue the receipt, now it can become visible to the market. So once the receipt is issued, there are a number of other opportunities that arise from there. The receipt can now be used as a means of collateral. In this instance, they can deposit the grain and wait to sell later on. But while they are waiting to sell later on in the market, they have this instrument which creates the title to the underlying asset, which they can use in the market to access services or access finance.
A progressive platform that is hoped to enhance collaboration with institutions like FRA should, for the future, entice more people and organizations to trade on a business platform of this kind.
The innovation around the warehouse receipt, the innovations that the exchange brings, the innovation or collaboration with FRA is critical in that now we open up opportunities for the farmer to be able to deposit grain with a professional storer. The professional storer in this case is FRA. So they have options now to store without necessarily selling, meaning that they have also options to go and sell the receipt to anyone else in the market at a price which they believe is the best through our trading platform. It brings a predictability, it brings a certainty in terms of who we are dealing with internally, but also outside the country. So it brings us to a level, like it's been said by the chief marketer, a different league of playing the engagements with the market.
Trading on the ZAMACE platform is a process that provides access for individuals or brokers, cooperatives or commercial entities to do business on digital ICT platforms.
So trading typically happens on ZAMACE via our electronic system. So once a trader and a buyer are identified, or they're members of the exchange, on the side of the seller, before the trade is done on the platform, they give us that they have a commodity that they want to sell. So we as ZAMACE have to inspect that commodity, we grade that commodity and establish the quantity that they want to trade. Then it is listed on the platform according to the results that it shows after the inspection has been done. Then on the buyer's side, what is required is for them to list what they want. So on the buyer's side, they identify the commodity that they want, and then they put a bid on the platform. So on the seller's side, it is the offers. On the buyer's side, it is the bids. So once the bids and the offers are placed on the platform, and if there's a match, if a buyer and a seller match, then the trade is complete.
Are there any particular products that can be traded on the ZAMACE platform? And are there any limitations as to who can trade in this space?
There's no limits on the commodities that can be traded on the platform. We have all the agriculture commodities, largely maize, soya, soybeans, oil seeds are traded on the platform. We have the soft commodities and any type of commodity, whether it is soft grain or whether it is the hard commodities, they could be traded on the platform. So all agriculture commodities are traded on the platform. Individuals and institutions are welcome to register on the platform. They could go to our website, which is www.zamace.co.zm. So what is required for an institution is the normal KYC, which is your PACRA documentation, your tax clearance, your company profile, and also a list of your board of directors. That's on the institution side. For an individual, we just need their full names, their NRSC, and their TPIN registration. For individuals, they have to trade through a broker.
What economic or domestic impact does the collaboration with FRA have on farmers' livelihoods and the nations at large? Is it important for the institutions like FRA to participate in trading on the ZAMACE platform? And what would the advantage be for FRA and other buyers?
For FRA, it's an advantage because of the wider reach in their market space. Because not only are they a strategic reserve, they're also giving an opportunity to farmers to sell their produce off our platform that is stored on their warehouses that have been certified by ZAMACE. And also, the advantage of FRA is the transparency. Farmer and client engagement is mostly focused on the ZAMACE side. So on FRA, they are left to do what they're supposed to do, which is storage, which is keeping the country food stability well. So with the marketing itself, with the selling, with the trading, is left with ZAMACE. So with our partnership, there's an advantage for FRA in the long run.
As futuristic and exciting as the platform may be, there are some challenges, and these are being addressed by ZAMACE.
One of the challenges which have been noticed in the recent past is that Zambia had not structured market. So with the coming of the Commodities Exchange, there's a structured market where pricing is discovered, where there's no briefcase buyers. So there's an institution that is in charge of what is done on the market, how the buyers are being conducted. There's a regulation, a rules and regulation that has been set up. So for that to be achieved, we need the cooperation of everybody, whether it's the farmers, whether it's the institution, FRA, government, ZAMACE. We all need to work together to curb the issue of risk on the farmers. So with this partnership and with our Commodities Exchange, we want for Zambia to have a structured market.
The use of technology or ICT in especially agricultural operations is essential for farmers in today's agribusiness, and this includes the government.
Because we talk about the e-voucher, that's already the technology which the farmers are using. It's really essential for them to adapt to the changes of the business environment, because they can't afford to be left behind. Here at ZAMACE, we are a digital market, meaning we're already using technology. So if they are to benefit from what is happening, the issues of price discovery, for them to be able to use the warehouse receipt system as collateral for them to be able to access credit. Indeed, they'll be using technology, which is very essential for them to move forward.
The ZAMACE trading system is linked with Commodity Exchange for transparency trading, connecting the producers directly with better marketplaces, and also linked with the direction in which Zambia should take in order to market agribusiness successfully.
Agribusiness depends on technology now and ICT, because the world has gone digital. If they are to really make progress and be able to make big strides in agribusiness, technology or ICT becomes key. Government cannot afford not to use technology, because this is how best they can also be able to reach out to the many farmers. There's e-extension. This is what other countries are using now, and the Zambian government has also started to be able to reach out and provide the extension service to the smallholder farmers who are out in those far-flung areas. Because if they were going to use the physical training of farmers, they can't do that because of the cost which is involved. So ICT becomes key in agribusiness.
The use of advancing technology and ICT currently raises questions and myths with many local farmers, especially the small-scale operatives, which in turn affects willingness to adopt to new systems.
This is what to make their lives easier. This is what to make their agribusiness or their farming operations much more easier and be able to make much more money than they are making now. Because without technology, you can't access a better market where you get a better return.
Among the many evident benefits of the ZAMACE platform is the market system, often linked with commodity for transparent trading and the regulatory certification by ZAMACE to ensure quality standards and proper management now and in the future.
For us as ZAMACE, we've developed a product which we're calling 100% loan recovery input facility for farmers. This is a facility which we feel would actually go a long way in assisting government reduce treasury spending on programs like FISIC, because our product, using the technology, will be able to enable farmers use their stored grain as collateral for them to be able to access credit.
We want to have every farmer, every processor, every miller, every individual ready to trade on the platform. Let them have something that they value to say, I produce this for the country. That is our vision, and we have traded so much through ZAMACE. We've traded so much through a structured market.
We're looking to ensure that the structured market gets to be adopted fully in Zambia. We are now organizing everyone to rally within a place where we can exchange information and bring visibility to the trading, price discovery, to the market needs, and the movement of these commodities through organized logistics, through organized financing instruments, so that the whole value chain, the whole ecosystem is able to service the producer, but everyone else who is in the value chain.